Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Happy New Comic Book Day, November 27th, 2024. I hope all you guys found all your books in your cubby, on the new comic book shop wall, or mailed to you. However you guys get your books, I hope you found all the books you're looking for this week. I know I did, here in the loud, mysterious black bag. It was actually a pretty big week, honestly. I ended up getting 6 books. I've read all the books as usual. We'll go ahead and do a spoiler-free reviews. I've got all of them listed in an order from least favorite to favorite. Before we get dived into that, there is some big news. I actually started selling on Whatnot just recently. So yeah, come check me out on Whatnot. Links for my Whatnot are below. We've got Jacob's Comics 9/8 mystery boxes on Whatnot now. And also, you know, you can feel free to click the Instagram link below as well, and send me any messages or hit me up if you want to chat, or grab one of the boxes through the Instagram. Either way, thanks for sticking in with that. Like, comment, subscribe if you guys do like this kind of content. Helps the YouTube algorithm spread me out more, so more people find my Fun Times channel about comics. Let's get the loud, mysterious black bag out of the way and see what books I got this week. So to start off, in the number 6 slot is Incredible Hulk number 19. It is Legacy number 18, bit of a heftier book this week. And there was a bunch of story in here, and like stuff finally went down that's kind of been waiting to happen this entire storyline. I thoroughly did enjoy this issue. The artwork was crazy by Nick Klein, like just great stuff. It always kind of stands apart too, like Nick Klein's style stands apart from lots of the other Marvel titles, as well as Philip Kennedy Johnson's writing style. It just, like I've said this before, it gives it this horror vibe that's completely different and really suits Bruce Banner's character very well at this point, where he's afraid of the Hulk, of this monstrosity, and he's on the run. And it definitely takes me back to those days of the, you know, my first introduction to the Hulk, which would be the TV series, like from the 70s, the late 70s. I ended up seeing it in the 80s, and that was my first experience with the character. And this book gives me those kinds of vibes too, where, you know, he's on the run from town to town, not a friend to save his life. It's always dour and sad. In my number 5 spot, I have Nightwing Now, I'll say this, only one book really stood out, but I definitely enjoyed all the reads this week, but it was kind of hard to place these books in a order past number 1, honestly. So I ended up having Nightwing at number 5, although I really did like what's going on and stuff, and we've got the new creative team on the book, and I really do like the art, and we'll see where the story's going. I'm not, you know, the story kind of has me interested right now. I like this, I don't know if it's a new bad guy, but I like this bad guy that's being used. He's interesting and kind of devilish, and yeah, I mean, the pacing's really good, so I just don't know what to expect, having not read it for more than 2 issues at this point, but I'm still enjoying it. You know, I'm not turned off or anything, so that's a positive. And I sort of feel like it's maybe a little more grounded in the real world than Tom Taylor's run. So on with my number 4. So in the number 4 spot, I've got Amazing Spider-Man 62. We've got Peter. This is also a new creative team, also on their 2nd issue. Joe Kelly, and I don't know if Ed McGuinness is going to stick around. If he is, awesome, because the interiors to this book are sweet. And Ed McGuinness is on point right now. I do really like this cover too. And yeah, so we've got Peter. He's been tasked with fighting the hoary hosts of Hogwarts or something like that, like all 8 of them, and Doctor Strange isn't around anymore, and we've kind of got this setup of the 8 deaths of Spider-Man, where he has to fight these 8 bad magical creatures, and he's been imbued with, as you can see on the front cover here, he's been imbued with a suit by Doctor Strange Doom, and yeah, man, it's kind of cool. Like, I gotta give it its props. Like, I was sort of had fun with this issue. We're starting to kick it into gear on it, I think, and hopefully you guys are enjoying this run. I know not a lot of people like the last Amazing Spider-Man writers run, so maybe Joe Kelly's more your speed. I don't know. I'm enjoying it so far. Like, give me more, right? In my number, what is this, number 3? In my number 3 spot, I have Spider-Boy 13. Dan Slott's run here on Spider-Boy just continues to be really fun, guys. Like, I almost like, because I'm not really on board, like, a big fan of this character, or the character's cool, right? But I think what has me more sticking it out, just because there were so many titles that came out this week, I kind of did think, like, oh man, can I cut one? Maybe I'm getting too many right now. I try to keep it under $20, you know, four titles, something like that a week, 3 titles a week. That's about my speed. So 6, I was like, should I cut something? But man, I'm really glad I didn't. This is, again, it's just really good. Every time it just puts a smile on my face. I feel like it's written well. We kind of get some backstory. I don't know if it's particularly the origin story, but I feel like it was an origin story for Spider-Girl as well. So a little key significance to it never hurt. And it was told well. Like, we got the origin story that played a part in what was going on currently, and we kind of flashed back and forth with that. So in my number 2 spot, this Tom Taylor run is starting off really strong, and is it Janine? I'm sorry, I don't know his first name. I have to look inside again, but the art in this is awesome. I was like, man, this is what I want out of my detective comics. The Ram V run was not for me. This one's definitely right up my alley. It's a detective story. We don't know who the bad guy is, and yeah, man, it's just good. There was I want to shout this out too. When you open the book, just the first page, jaw-dropping Joker. A jaw-dropping Joker. I was like, wow, that could have been a front cover. It was awesome. And I was like, is that what I'm going to be in for this whole issue? And I don't know if the whole issue was as awesome as that first page, but it kept it up. I wasn't disappointed or anything, or like, oh man, that, you know, it took a nosedive after that first page. Anyways, it's just like, whoa, when I opened up to that first page. Kind of gave me a feeling of, man, we are really on a different run by a different creative team now, and I'm happy to be here. In my number 1 spot, just knocking it out of the ballpark with going back and forth between 5 different storylines that are kind of taking place simultaneously and making you care about every single one, is Uncanny X-Men issue number 6. And this thing is, man, Gail Simone, thank you for coming on to the X team. Thank you. I've been wanting this for a while. It's so great to be reading an X-Men run from the ground floor that is just so good. And it really is, guys. I highly recommend it. I don't even want to spoil anything. Obviously, we've got on the front cover here our 4 new characters heading off to school. Welcome new students, it says. We get that in this issue, and we get so much more. We get some character drama with Wolverine. We get it's a great book right now. It's just great. I can't sing its praises. I also want to say today, happy Thanksgiving. We got Thanksgiving tomorrow. Hopefully you guys are all spending this time with friends and family, as am I. Hopefully I see you guys come hang out with me on Whatnot. Still do one Instagram show a week, or at least, we'll see how it goes, but I'm giving Whatnot its chance. Hopefully come check me out there, hang out with me. Links will be below. As always, guys, have a great day. We'll see you next time. Happy Thanksgiving.